Okay, now we're going to look at a series of grappling drills that make up actually a long list of options, things you can do to defend your guard. The list in total is about 25 items long. We're going to look at the first 5 or so, just to give you an idea of what this is about. And to learn the rest of them, you can come train at the academy. But these are about defending your guard as he's passing the guard. And what's important to look at up front is what we're placing value on. We're placing value on hip movement to create space. That's really important. And so what this is training, this is like a real application of what you do in your shrimping exercises and drills that you do on the mat, that you might do as a solo grappler. You get with a partner, and then you're actually applying this. Your hip movement applies largely to escapes and to setups for sweeps and finishes with the guard. You use that a lot because those are the 2 of the times when you're on your back and you need to get on your side, but you need to create distance with your hips. So we're here. And again, we start with the most basic and in some ways the most important reactions to his passing the guard. We first look at how he can pass the guard. He can pass under my leg by driving and stacking me. Now if he drives here, you see he's driving his weight over here and I can't get him off. And my knee is right near my nose and he's gonna pass. So since he made it this far, you have to understand you've already made certain mistakes, or he's just that good of a passer that he got that far. There are certainly things you could do earlier, but since he did get this far, the question is how can you get your guard back? And that's what we're looking at now. Okay, so once he gets his hand on his shoulder, you know, okay, he is coming around outside there, but I have to get ahead of him. I'm gonna stop his hip as he's coming around. I put my hand on his hip and my arm is straight, which means it'll feel strong. And instead of waiting until the bitter end when he collapses me and then it's too late, if my leg is gonna fall off anyway, I'm gonna put it to the mat, scoop my hips out, put my other hand on his shoulder and move my hips away and face him. So I'm here, I move my hips out. He's driving in. By then, I've brought my knee through before he closes in that space to put him back in my guard. Now looking at that again. If I go to open guard, you see I'm holding his head in his arm and he's doing this. And if he manages to get around far enough and he's going through, now I've got to get both feet to the mat, scoop my hips out, get on my side, facing him. All right? If that knee is closer, my hand might be on the knee. The placement of the hands has a lot to do with where he is. He might be here. All right? And I'm bringing my knee through. My forearm is under his chin and my other hand is on his knee. The hand placement will vary according to what is really closing in the space, what part of him is closing the space that's preventing you from scooting your hips away and coming back through and spinning under to put him back in your guard. Now that's the first one. Looking at this as it applies, remember that what you're doing is a push and slide motion. I'll show it solo, where I'm doing this, but instead of just continuing in the drill, I'm going out and then going back in. Okay? And if you look at it that way, it becomes more clear how you're applying, in this case, your shrimping motion, a really important drill for grappling. You're applying it to your guard defense to reacquire your guard.